Hi, Joni here. In today's video we will talk about Trump's shadow government. A group of South African oligarchs who admire Vladimir Putin and Xi Jinping and hate democracy have seized power in the US. Americans were actually warned, but they did not care enough. Many commentators, including myself, warned Americans many times about this issue before the elections. But not enough people cared. We always knew that Donald Trump is corrupt and that everything is for sale with him. But the influence of this group of South African oligarchs became apparent when Donald Trump picked J.D. Vance as his vice president. J.D. Vance is basically owned by Peter Thiel. He worked for Thiel and Thiel financed his campaigns. Thiel even gave him $15 million for him to secure a seat in the Senate. J.D. Vance was not a very popular candidate for vice president. And the fact that Trump picked him showed that these people had a lot of power over him. As I said earlier, many of these billionaires from the Silicon Valley have ties to South Africa. Elon Musk and David Sachs actually come from there, while Peter Thiel is German but grew up there. These are foreign oligarchs, or at least foreign-born oligarchs. And because of that, none of them can become president of the United States, at least officially. So they opted to seize power with a proxy, and Donald Trump was perfect for that. And the fact that they own his vice president also helps. All of this is actually quite smart from them. It didn't cost too much. They just needed to find the funding to buy Twitter, and Elon Musk needed to give around $300 million to Donald Trump's campaign. It's a lot of money for normal people like you and me, but when you think about it, it's quite a low price to take over the most powerful country in the world. Peter Thiel is likely the brain behind this operation. He has strong ties to J.D. Vance and Vivek Ramaswamy, and he's the most secretive of this group of South Africa-linked oligarchs. He is far from dumb, but for some reason he really hates democracy, and he tries to gain as much power as possible. The most famous of the group is Elon Musk. He provides the money and influence. He is the most powerful and likely the most successful in this group, but he has a lower IQ than Peter Thiel. David Sachs is also a member of this group. He is a South African businessman known for his pro-Russian views. He is likely the least important of the three. This group is rooted in the PayPal mafia and also includes other members. The problem with this group of foreign-born oligarchs is that their interests don't align with American interests. Their interests seem to align more with Russia and China. Musk is actually rumored to keep in touch with Putin secretly. The issue with individuals like that is that they will always put their business interests before anyone else's interests. For instance, Elon Musk would never want the US to confront China or Russia for their actions because he needs them too much for his businesses. Geopolitical concerns of the US are nothing compared to his interests in his head. These billionaires lack loyalty to the US. And it's good to remember that South Africa has very different interests from the US as well. South Africa is a member of BRICS, and that might partially explain why these people love Russia and China so much. They are essentially trying to transform the US into some sort of modern version of 1990s Russia, a society where oligarchs take the decisions behind closed doors. In the coming years, the US and the entire world will understand why they were warned. These guys own Donald Trump and his vice president J.D. Vance. And Trump will need to prioritize their interests before American interests. But it might not be too late to do something about it. Americans need to call them out for what they're doing, and they need to pressure elected Democrats to call them out as well. Elected Democrats need to do anything they can to stop Elon Musk and DOGE. Courts might be the best way, and normal people can help by raising awareness about this issue. It's not much, but it always helps. If you have some other ideas on how to deal with these issues, write them in the comments. That was it for today's video. I hope that you liked it, and if you did, please like and subscribe. See you in the next video.